Hello, I'm here again. I did promise after my video earlier today that I would come back on and I would do something for the children, because if we're feeling out of whack, chances are they are. And so that's what I thought. Okay, we could do that. So yeah, doubt if many people are going to be on. It's early as the morning in the UK. It's 2:28 a.m. here in the UK, and Eastern it's what 10:30, 10:28 p.m. in I suppose it is 7, I would say 7:30ish Pacific coast, so maybe people up. But yeah, so this is something that I feel that people can then watch another time. They can, just and maybe send it to somebody that is of the age that is going through some bits and pieces. So I would like to address directly that generation as well, the younger generation too. So yeah. Me and Greg's just had lots of laughter, so he's definitely feeling much better. So thank you everybody for giving him support and making him feel so much better. So I do appreciate that very much, and he appreciates it too. He realizes the love that you guys just continue to shine. Okay, it just makes everything worthwhile. So yeah. There seems to be some good progress going on, okay, to do with his future. So don't want to say too much. I'll let him say it to you. So yeah, I think things are looking up. As for this year, I mean, when we did our predictions, we both know that this year is the year that everything is going to be. Everybody's going to be aware of what's been happening. You won't be able to miss it. It is definitely just out there. Okay, so this is going to be amazing. There is, I feel, the shift has happened, and it's a snowball that is pushed down a hill, and it's just going to keep giving more and more depth, more momentum, and yeah. So look out for it. Look out for it. If anybody has been feeling as though they have been, having to cope with a lot of pressure from children, have pressure from life, has been feeling as though even though we know things are getting better, it's just getting to us still. Now, a lot of it is the weather. Obviously, everybody's kind of having to cope with this horrible weather right now. Unless you're a duck, it's just it's very, very cold and wet and gloomy and things, and we can't wait for the spring. That's what we all want. We want the spring. So how do I start this video? This isn't something I've done before. Obviously, I've addressed children that have popped into my shop before now. I had a shop in Herne Bay called the Guiding Angel Shop, and we've had a shop on the High Street. We've also had a shop on Mortimer Street, and there was a lot of children. We encouraged children of all ages to pop in. I always gave them a crystal. Some of them used to want to sit down and talk about their experiences spiritually, psychically. They wanted to talk about it, night tremors, feelings of being paralyzed and can't move. Adults experience this, but so what happens for a child? How does it make a child feel when they're going through this as well? I will say it doesn't happen as often to children as it does to kind of adults, but it's not a case of it doesn't. And I do feel as if they need some way of making sure that they've got a way to go forward. They've got something that they can do. Okay, because if anybody feels as if they are helpless, and they haven't got any way out, then, you know, we all fit that creates fear. Okay, it does create fear. So as a mum or a dad or an auntie or a grandma or a nan, have you been noticing the children having nightmares? Has this been something that has, you know, got worse? Now, if there is psychic attacks going on with adults, there is mischievous spirits. I'm just going to call them mischievous spirits that are happening as well. So it doesn't help that in toy stores they are selling Ouija boards, and they're calling them angel boards. Okay, that doesn't help at all. What that does is it basically tames down the you know, the Ouija board energy, and says it's just a toy. It definitely is not a toy. Okay, and I know a lot of people have tried it before, and you know, what you're doing is opening up a portal. When you are doing the Ouija board, you're opening up a portal, and this portal can basically channel down some nasty energies. So so I know, Curious Cat, it's disgusting, but that's what they're doing there. They are in toy stores. They're definitely in toy stores in Herne Bay, in you know, at a place in Herne Bay up the high street. They are selling them. You know, you've only got to type it in. I mean, you know, they're as little as £11. I mean, you know, so if there are children watching this, and you are thinking it's a good idea to maybe try this, it really isn't. What Ouija boards can do is, when they open up both sides, they open up both trapdoors, the good and the bad, and you may actually be listening to conversations coming from a loved one. But what happens is that can be hijacked and then taken over from the negative side of things as well. And so they can appear to know everything about your loved one, and you may be receiving the proof that you need, or that you desire. But sooner or later, it will then come out with something that will create fear, anxiety, hurt, pain. So it will tell somebody that they're going to have an accident, or there'll be something. It will be a lie. Okay, it will be a lie, but it will do its job. It will do that. And because they're feeding off the fear, they're feeding off the anxiety of the individuals within, you know, who are attending that Ouija circle. So that's how it works. Okay, and you know, for them, you know, some people it won't affect them. It will be absolutely fine, but it will affect the weakest person, the person who may have more depression than others. They may have been through more in their life. Something would have kind of, you know, stirred things up, and they would have found it difficult to cope, you know, with everyday life. And these energies, they'll take advantage of that. Okay, so whether you're an adult or a child, that is how they work, the Ouija boards. And so I highly recommend that you do not have one, and that you get rid of whatever, burn it, destroy it as much as you possibly can. Now, when I do paranormal investigations, you know, there are different techniques that we use to contact spirit, but definitely whenever I do paranormal investigations, we do not use Ouija boards. Okay, we do not. So I just wanted to get that information out there for the young generation there. Okay. There are other ways that you can communicate with loved ones in the spirit world. One is meditation. You can create a wonderful place. Okay, you can create we use a cottage, and so your cottage could be, I don't know, a little quaint place with wooden floors and big open fire and a big armchair, and you know, and like an old-fashioned granny or great granny would have. Okay, you know, lovely kind of, you know, wood burning stoves and things like that. You know, you could have that. So, you know, that could be, you know, an idea. Okay, it could be an idea to kind of create that middle ground, and that is your safe place. so that you can have you know, the connections, okay, with past loved ones. But the best thing that you can do right now is to connect with your doorkeeper. Okay, so if you have a child, what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim this first part of this talk to kind of teenage energies, okay, teenagers and around that age group. Okay, I'm going to go with that first, and then I'm going to talk about how you talk to the little ones, okay, and how you can help them to give them power, okay, to introduce them to their own power, their own energies. So first of all, yeah, so meditation is a really good way, okay. You can also do automatic writing and channeling if you would like to. So what you do is you create the protection, which I'm going to teach you how to do in a moment. So you can do your protection. You can have a pen and paper, and you can start writing something like, you know, if it was me, I'd say, "Dear Ali," and then I would start writing something like to remind myself about something, or to give myself some encouragement, you know, within an area of my life that I'm kind of a bit nervous about. So I would start writing, and you will then find that something else continues. And if all the time it's in love and light, all the time it's in a love vibrational energy, you know that you're absolutely fine. Okay, that whoever is talking to you, it could be a past loved one, it could be your spirit guide. Okay, good idea is to connect with your power animal as well. Power animals are wonderful to connect with, you know. So say if you was feeling as if you could do with a hug or a cuddle, what about a big brown bear that was absolutely as best friends as you could possibly be with, you know, and this bear is your power animal, and will scoop them up inside their paws, and you can just remain safe and sound there. And perhaps, you know, you can go into a cave, and that is your safe place, you know. So you can feel the energy of a power animal. Some others of you need to find your strength and power. You could have a power animal that is a lion, a lioness, a tiger. You know, you could have a bird as your power animal. Your power animal may want to fly above everything and maybe see from afar what is going on, or can get away from danger just by flying away. Okay, so so think of the power animal energy. Okay, make that your kind of hobby that you collect, maybe brown bears or tigers or something. Have a picture of your power animal in your bedroom or your space where you are, you know, on notebooks or that sort of thing. Okay, screensavers. Okay, you can get some really gorgeous designs of this. Okay, and that will help you. Because every time you see that power animal, you'll feel the energy, you'll feel the strength. Okay, so if you're at school, which sometimes it is a very unhealthy place to be emotionally, especially if you are very spiritual, you will find that you don't feel as if you fit in. You'll find that, you know, people around you seem to be worried about, I don't know, the color of the top that they bought, you know, it didn't match something else they want, and you're looking at them thinking, really, is that what you're worried about in life? You know, I've just been researching and found out this and this. You know, you may not fit in, and it's a good idea to maybe create your own groups. Okay, reach out. You know, if you can't find other teenagers who've got the same interest as you, or the same, you know, spiritual belief systems, then you can connect with myself. You can come to psychically.net, contact me. Please first of all tell me your age so that I know exactly who I'm talking to and the energy. I'm not going to not talk to you. Okay, I'm not going to not respond to you. Okay, it will just be in connection with your age. Okay, And so say you wanted to meet like-minded people. I may know quite a lot of like-minded, teenagers who really need a friend who is spiritual, and you could create like a pen pal situation going on. Now, I don't advise you to do this against your parents' wishes, okay? I really don't, okay? Now, some people I know may not have parents that are happy for you to be connecting with the psychic side of things. There seems to be a lot of fear energy over that, and that's usually because of the religion side of things. Sometimes, you've got to, I feel, honor your parents' wishes, and also you have to honor your own belief systems as well, whatever you feel, especially once you get to a certain age. Okay, you're becoming independent, you're becoming independent thinking, you're looking at it, and really it is then up to you what you feel. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I don't want you sitting there alone either. I don't want you sitting there alone. I don't want you feeling as if you have nowhere to communicate or talk to or be understood either. Okay, really don't want that. That can create some very nasty energy. Okay, not good. There are a lot of oracle cards now that are for children. Okay, and like I said, power animal cards, they can't hurt you at all. They're very different than tarot. Okay, they're very different. They've just got a little message, a powerful message for you. Pick one card a day will give you that kind of powerful energy. And like I said, you can, you've got gifts. That's the trouble. Everybody's born with this psychic gift. What do you do with this psychic gift if you're at a certain age? Do you repress it? Do you hold it back? What happens then? The best thing that you can do is to understand your own protection, for you to be introduced to your doorkeeper. Your doorkeeper is the one that keeps out all the bad stuff, okay? And it can also help you. You are also connected with a guardian angel right from birth. Okay, you will have a guardian angel. This guardian angel is there for you. This guardian angel loves you unconditionally. It doesn't matter what you've done, it really doesn't. This guardian angel will understand the rights and wrongs of what you've done, why you did what you did, how you reacted to this or that. It doesn't matter. Your guardian angel is 100% on your side at all times. Okay, once you connect to that angel, you will feel very much more safe and secure. Okay, so guardian angel and doorkeeper, two of the main things that I think would be a good way to do this. Okay, because when this happens, you can actually then stop the pixie energies, the naughty energies. I mean, not all pixies are bad, by the way, but you can then actually start to strengthen up that shield. Okay, best thing to do is to visualize yourself in the middle of a crystal ball. Visualize that beautiful energy right inside that crystal ball. You're safe and secure inside. You can visualize that crystal ball is very sparkly. Okay, like beautiful crystal ball. You can visualize it as a snow globe inside if you want to, with a beautiful scene that you find happy and brings you that joy. It could be a memory that you've had of a holiday, maybe, something like that. Okay, and love is your greatest protector. Love. Think about the happiest moment of your life. Think about something that made you laugh. Think about something that brings you that smile. Even if other people are trying to be serious and you just can't help it, that kind of smile comes out. Okay, that is the thing that changes the frequencies and changes the energy. Okay, and so that is the key. That is the key. I will do some children's meditations. I will do that. Although there are meditations out there that are, for anyone. You could use these anyway, you know, just meditations. I'm sure there's meditations for children out there already. I haven't looked, to be fair, I haven't looked. But I do think it would be a lovely idea to actually have a group for teenagers, a spiritual group for teenagers. But you know, you've got to realize that I would have to have some guarantee that you have permission to be in it before I start. But you know, you can reach out to me, or your parents can reach out to me if they feel that that would be something that you would like. If that's the case, then I will start something up for you, okay, which you know, to come into your own power. We could do little games like you know, the telepathy game, where I hold up a color and I'm transmitting that color to you, and you've got to guess which color I've got. I'm projecting it over, and you know, little games like that, connecting to your telepathy, they're always fun. So yeah, you can do some fun things. You know, staying in that safety zone, the protection is the most important thing for you, okay? If you're having bad dreams, okay, dream catchers, I believe, are very good, okay? You first of all have to empower that dream catcher to your intention, okay? So your intention is to keep protected, so that you can have a lovely, gorgeous night's sleep. And you know, in your sleeping times, you will then have this wonderful, it's just a wonderful vibrational energy of clear and happy patterns. Okay, so it's like, so you know, you could have messages come through. You could be that person who you can have a book, put it under your pillow, and by the morning your guides would have helped you to study that book. Okay, I'm not saying that's better than actually studying, so I never said that, okay? But you could give that a go. Why not? Why not? Know your power, you know. Whatever you use for the negative will come back at you threefold. So that is a huge warning on the spiritual side. It is no good using that energy to get angry at another person, because it backfires straight away. Okay, so if you have something that is making, or somebody who's made you angry, and you decide, I'm going to, you know, I don't know, do some intention that they're, you know, it won't work. Okay, it won't work, and it will come back at you. So just not worth it. The best thing you can possibly do is just put yourself in that bubble of energy, fill it with love, and then you won't give an absolute monkey. You won't care what they do, what they feel. Okay. And the thing is, sometimes you can just put the other thing you can do, put their name in a freezer. Okay, so put it on a tiny bit of paper. Screw it up into a tiny ball, put it in the back of your freezer with love. You have to do it with love, and that person won't even bother with you anymore. So if that is a bullying, then you can do that. You can put that in the back of the freezer. Other bits and pieces that you could do. Yeah, so I feel that that would be a good start, really. Protection, yes. Okay, worrying about things, you know, worrying about the negative side of things, not a good idea. Okay, whatever you concentrate on will become bigger. Okay, so use it to your advantage. Okay, so instead of being frightened that you're not going to pass the test, visualize the feeling of afterwards, the excitement of afterwards, that you're reading the results, that you got better than you ever thought you could. Okay, and keep projecting that out there, keep putting that out there, using the law of attraction. Okay, use it for your own benefit. You know, you want to visualize a nice boyfriend or a nice girlfriend, you say, universe, thank you so much for bringing me my perfect partner. We get on so well. I'm treated like a princess, or I'm treated like a prince. We couldn't, you make sure you say we couldn't be happier. Okay, so you know, start using that law of attraction, okay, to get what you want, rather than feeling as if you are going without, or poor me. Poor me energy brings you more stuff to be poor me about, okay? Really doesn't work. Okay, it's a cycle that you will find it difficult to get out of, okay, when you go into that energy of I don't have, or look at me because I can't do this, or I haven't got that and you have, and feel sorry for me because, okay, first of all, nobody wants to be around that energy, and so you're not going to have a good friendship line. You're going to find that very difficult. So you find that the most popular people are the people who are usually bubbly and happy-go-lucky and kind of are on a high vibrational energy, unless they're a bully. And then if they're a bully, they manipulate people, and they scare people into being their friends. So you don't really want that either. So the best thing to do is to use that your personality. If you want to be confident, then say to the universe, thank you, universe, for making me confident. But try and make you confident but loving and confident, okay? People who are loving and confident in this world, especially in this new world coming up in 2023, you're going to have some absolutely wonderful opportunities coming up, to help save your friends, to help save people. It's going to be amazing, okay? Absolutely amazing. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say for the older children. Well, the young people, aren't they? So so there, I hope that helped you. If you've got any questions, please ask me, okay? Please ask me, and I will. The best and quickest way to get an answer from me is to go to psychically.net and contact me. Sometimes I don't see your messages on here, but I am getting better at coming back to these. Okay, I am getting better. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so if you're a parent and you've got a young child, okay, you've got a young child and they're waking up in the middle of the night with that kind of fear. Now, I used to wake up in absolute terror because of a big dog. It was always a big dog, this huge dog, and he was just kind of like pounding through the town and things like that. And I used to wake up screaming. I was really scared. So that was mine. That was my night terrors. But sometimes they can be other things, for younger people. My granddaughter, she is having really terrible nightmares, and these nightmares are far worse than a big dog. They and I do feel as if they are being manipulated, and they do need protection. They absolutely do need protection. I've just noticed in the chat, can children place amethyst in their room as well? 100%. The best crystals for children are amethyst and rose quartz. They're not going to do any harm at all. Okay, amethyst and rose quartz. They're very gentle energies, very gentle crystals. So yeah, buy them a nice piece of amethyst. Doesn't have to be huge, but a nice piece of amethyst that they can keep beside them. Okay, that is going to make them feel safe. Okay, and it is going to do its job. Okay, you can ask your child, do they want to create a little fairy corner? Okay, so a fairy corner is the same thing as an altar, okay, but in their language. Okay, so start up a little fairy corner with fairies that protect you. Okay, ask them to and introduce them to their guardian angel. Their guardian angel, they need to name them. What do you want to name your guardian angel? And they'll just come up with a name. Okay, and you get them to talk about their guardian angel a lot. You say so, and every night you make sure that you talk about the guardian angel before they go to sleep. Okay, you talk about that guardian angel and just say, thank you, guardian angel, for keeping me safe and secure and happy. I'll see you in the morning. And that's it. You just keep it very light-hearted, very fun. Okay, but you need to build up this guardian angel as somebody who can really protect, somebody who doesn't take any messing about. Okay, and will take away anything that you want, that you don't want in your life. Okay, so yeah, the guardian angel is the key. A little fairy garden, or you know, if they're very much into the angels, then you could have little angel kind of, you know, place for the angels and the fairies. And you know, live plants as well, so that they can kind of understand, you know, nature. Okay, they can understand nature. You know, a little flower in a pot would be lovely, and get them the responsibility of watering this flower, and they could do this little ritual every day. You know, nothing stopping them doing affirmations as well, positive statements for the future. Get them your law of attraction early enough. Okay, find out little ways to bring about their wishes and their dreams and magic, but make sure that it's that positive magic. Okay, ignore the other stuff. Positive magic. If they're having a nightmare, then you there must be kind of a little thing that you do with them. You know, you might have a special blanket that you bring out, and this blanket is going to keep you safe and warm and happy and protected. This is a special blanket so that they can feel better about going back to sleep. Okay, and you know, because the thought is the deed. The thought is the most powerful thing that they have and you have. Okay, so if you feel as if you are not going to pass that exam, if you feel as if you don't deserve to have happiness, if you feel as if you are always going to be in and you're not going to have anything, okay, then that is exactly what you're going to have. Teach your child that they are capable of anything they choose to have or choose to do. It's really important to bring out that confidence with them, but keeping it in a loving vibration so it doesn't become an egotistical energy and power. Really important to do that. Okay, so I'm just asking my guides to see if there's anything else that needs to be said. Yeah, it's a lovely idea to play some meditation music to children. Okay, if they have like an afternoon nap, and get them used to meditation music, maybe, you know, something kind of joyful and happy. You know, it's like you know, story time is so important. And you know, to read a story every night as a routine, it's that one-to-one connection for you and your child or your grandchild. It's that one-to-one connection, and make sure that story, some fairy tales can be a little bit scary, okay, probably by design, so be careful. It might be a normal story that you've kind of had when you was, you know, a child, like Little Red Riding Hood. Is Little Red Riding Hood really good for children when they're just going to go to bed? Probably not. Yeah, there's a happy ending, but you know, so there might be some better ones, okay, out there. So look and see, because there's a hell of a lot out there now. There's some brilliant authors of children's books. So you know, maybe do your own some research and looking into, and you know, vet the book before you read it to your child. So yeah, that's kind of what they wanted me to do this video. This isn't coming from me, this is coming from my guides. My guides have pushed this to happen. I was already feeling as if there was bad energies around. They can also get used to the Defenders of the Light. Okay, I spoke about this in a previous video. Defenders of the Light is a new team of helpers. They're linked with the Galactics. So if your child is interested in space and space travel and other, you know, and sci-fi stuff, then you know, maybe guardian angels, it's going to be kind of guardian galactic angels, you know. It go with your child. Every child is different. Every child needs to be an individual. Listen to them, you know, allow them to talk instead of shush, you know, shush. You're creating an adult, okay, with everything you do and every step-by-step thing that you're doing. Nobody's perfect. No parent is perfect. We think we are, but there's always going to be something you could have done different or should have done different. You're doing the best you can with the knowledge that you have right now. It's no good beating yourself up over the past. What have you got now? So if you can create some wonderful adults with the acts that you're doing and the things that you're doing for them, you know, happy days. You know, these children are precious. They are different to when we were growing up. These are, you know, you've heard of the rainbow, the indigo children. I don't know the difference really between them. All I know is these children are different. They are here deliberately on this planet for when we do the changes in this timeline. Okay, so 2023 is going to be a massive changer. Okay, absolutely massive. And then so think about who's going to take the reins when we have passed away. Those children are going to be taking the reins, and they're going to be creating the future. So it is your job to make sure that these little people have got all the tools and all the love, vibrational energy, and they know their spiritual power. You know, it is your job to do that for the future. So yeah, there's a lot going on under the surface. There's a lot going on, and you know, we just need to be awake and aware. Okay, but do not end up with fear. Fear is no good. Fear will bring about more fear. It'll also bring about more crap into your life. Don't do that to a child either. So, you know, you can teach them to clear their own room as well if you want. Energetically, you can visualize that an angel is standing in the middle of the room, and they spread their wings out. And when they spread their wings out, their wings sweep away any bad energy or any bad feelings or, you know, anything harmful. And then they secure around the child and the room, and their protections there. So you can create some beautiful little rituals and little things that you can do, you know, on a regular basis for these lovely beautiful children that are being born now. So I had to get all that out, so I had to ignore the chat for a bit and tell you, kind of channel through what they wanted me to say to you. But now I'm going to go back into the chat and see what you guys have been saying. Ah, there's my love. Hello, darling. Oh, I love you too. I said that he's feeling so much better, which you are, aren't you? He's still got things to sort out. So definitely got things to sort out, but much better than he has been. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the comments. Actually need psychic protection. Is it from your kids or for your kids? Because I'm telling you, the kids can give really strong protection as well. They are absolutely amazing. You wouldn't believe what powerhouses they really are. The weed is not strong enough. The weed, you see, that's another thing. Drugs, serious, you know, drugs and things. You think that you can opening things up, and you know, sometimes you can open up too much, and other stuff can come in. So if you are everybody, I know it probably goes against what a lot of people think, but this is just what my guides say. You have to be very careful with this. Okay, cannabis is good for pain relief. God knows I need it, okay, but I can't risk doing that because it can open up different channels, and sometimes it then creates paranoia paranoia. If that's doing it to you, what about children in your household while you're doing this? Most of the places that I've ever had to clear, psychically clear and do clearances, there has always been excessive drug use, or there's always been alcohol. Okay, depression, alcohol, arguments, bad energies like that. That's usually the case. So we have to think about these things. You know, sometimes it's best just to take it outside, you know, take it outside, create a protection energy over your doorway. So whenever you come back in, you're leaving anything negative from the outside, and you're just coming back in, and you're cleansing yourself as you come back in, so that you're clear for your family. Okay. I had friends that found out the hard way. I wanted nothing to do with it. Because obviously this is way back, so this could be about the Ouija board thing, maybe. I need psychic protection as well. Well, hopefully some of these suggestions could help you, you know. Good morning. And the last video, hi Vera, the last video that I did a whole thing on psychic protection. Okay, it's the title is Defenders of the Light. Okay, so it's a live video, so you find it on my Psychic Alley, and it's under live, okay, videos. I wonder if there's a way of just putting all the videos together. I don't really want it in sections of live and videos. I just want it as one, just videos, you know, whether it's live or not. So I don't know, perhaps that's something I need to ask my lovely man. Okay, so I've got a whole pack of spirit animals walking with daily. That's it. I mean, get your power animals together. Yeah. Hi Savannah. Hello. Hello. Hey Debbie. And that's what I saw flashed up at the side there. Can children place amethyst in their room as well? Amethyst and rose quartz is really good for them. If your child's having a lot of excessive stuff going on, then I would probably say shungite or black obsidian is a good one to have. I have lots of bullies, so I would need to freeze a book. Oh yeah, tiny little bits of paper. Sometimes even write the name backwards, or you could write the name mirrored and backwards. Now, it works. It really does work, but you have to do it with love. It's no good doing it while you've got hate in your heart or where you're feeling angry. That doesn't work, okay? That doesn't work. Please send Ali healing love energy for her back pain. Yeah, I'm rocking, and I realise I'm rocking. I'm sorry. Yeah. I started off with back pain today. Oh, hello, Beth. Hello. And Tina. Oh, well, hello, lady back there. Oh, look, Greg, it's McGlynn. So do you say Mac, Tracy? Is your name McGlynn or McGlynn? What is it? How do you pronounce it? We were saying McDonald's or McDonald's. It's not McDonald's. It's McDonald's. We had this big talk about whether it's McDonald's or McDonald's. Yeah, so anyway, guys, that's kind of what I wanted to say. If there's anybody, see, Mac. Here's Mac. So it's not far-fetched for me to call McDonald's McDonald's. So that's just where I'm coming from. Yeah. So anyway, I love you guys, and I'm hoping this helps. You know, maybe play this to teenage people, teenage members of the family. See if this is going to help them at all come into their power. For young children, you know, it's brilliant to introduce them to their guardian angel. And you just need to have one conversation with your doorkeeper and say, I only want to work with the light. I only want to work with high vibrational beings. okay, high vibrational beings. And once you've set that in place, your doorkeeper will do the rest. But what I found is if you're having issues after that, some people won't. Some people, the doorkeeper thing is done. Okay, it's set in place and done. But if you are having issues, then the Defenders of the Light is something that you need to be introduced to. They are galactic warriors who have been called by Mother Gaia, okay, by Earth, for her children. We are her children. It's an extra form of protection. You just call in, it's a bluish kind of light, okay, it's a bluish light being, okay, and they come in fours, okay, they come in fours and they stand 2 in the front, 2 in the back, okay, and they form a grid crisscross over and around you, okay, this grid. And then that is then your protection over your family, for you. Okay, you can extend that grid out towards other people who don't perhaps live with you. You can go across the country, you can go across the world if you want to, and allow them, because they turn around and then beam the light out. Okay, so they stay with you, but they beam the light out at each corner, and then that can project all the way around the world. So I have done it in more detail in the video, Defenders of the Light. But that can really help you. Okay, so anyway, you take care, and I love you all.